Hello and welcome to JHB TV. I'm Precious Mola and this is JHB People segment, a segment where we tell interesting stories. Today, we find ourselves right here in the heart of Newtown at Newtown Junction Mall. The month of September is an annual National Heritage Month celebration where South Africans are encouraged to take pride, celebrate and embrace their diversity and uniqueness. In this modern day and age where Western clothing traditions have taken over our lives, the question is, how then do we incorporate our traditional African attires in our lifetime? And that is why today we have with us two young fashion designers who are going to answer to these questions through their work in the brand named Run JHB.
So the whole essence of Run JHB is basically a fusion of different ethnic cultures that are born here in South Africa.
We looked at the fashion scene and we saw no representation of us as African people when it came to the broader scheme of things, when it came to like the global fashion scene, you know. So we wanted to come up with a brand that was created by Africans, for Africans, and celebrating African culture.
Most young people do not deem African traditional attires to be cool and convenient for their everyday use. But for Run JHB brand, this is what has inspired them in modernizing their African traditional attire.
What's important for us is to make streetwear out of like different cultures. It being streetwear, it makes it easy to wear like on an everyday basis. It doesn't mean that you have to wear it to go to a particular occasion, you know what I mean? So we're trying to make our cultures like any other clothes that you'd wear on a normal day, going to campus, going clubbing, or going to meet up with friends.
We just seen you taking measurements here at Run JHB. Can you tell us what attracted you to this brand, Run JHB?
Run JHB, what attracted me to this concept, it's clothing that's based on culture, but it's done more in an urban way, more stylish way. So I think that's what attracted me, and I think, yeah, it's going to attract everybody. Run JHB in a culture way.
We take inspiration from like different South African traditional cultures. Those traditional cultures include, but not limited to, Mrs. Zulu. What we have here, we have like the Zulu traditional attire, you know, it's called umplaselo. Like Zulu people identify like a lot with like wild animals and there's colorful patterns. So we brought in like this binding to bring in the fashion feel into it, and we used jean as our canvas for this particular collection. We also try and dwell and tell like Kasi stories as well, and here we have a collection that we call like it's Cottony Connection, which like the Cottony boys relate to, and we use like this gold chains and this velvet fabric just to bring in that bling bling lifestyle into like the design. And as well as here, what you see here is the Umpatho Waka Xhosa collection, whereby we took like the Umpatho fabric, which Xhosa people relate to, and made like an urban street apparel out of. And as well, when you look at this side, we have like the Sishweshwe collection, whereby we took like the Sishweshwe cloth, we made pants, we made jackets, as well as a dress from, and this was essentially inspired by like the Sotho speaking people, the Shosho speaking people. And one of my favorite pieces from the Run JHB stable is this MultiCultured collection. The MultiCultured collection, why the reason I like it is because it's like the canvas that we used, it has like picture portraits of different women that represent different cultures. So when I say multicultured, in essence what I really mean is that it's a combination of South African cultures into one piece. So all in all, Run JHB infuses like different South African traditional culture wear, Kasi street culture wear, and as well as African traditional culture to create umswenko. And umswenko is a South African street subculture and expression of dressing well.
It is evident that fashion has over the years evolved. However, it is up to young creatives like the Run JHB brand to make sure that they preserve our African traditional attires, even if it means modernizing them. I'm Precious Mola for JHB TV.